So this week KFC is doing it dirty. Louisiana style though. Loaded fries, first ever. Stick around, you'll see exactly how I rated them. So as we do every week, the unboxing of, finally, a new item from KFC, which you can see in the background there, the Dirty Louisiana, which is kind of surprisingly very similar to Popeye's Super Stack to the degree of what you'll see in a minute. So just while I'm unboxing or finishing unboxing, the original recipe fillet topped with cheese, crispy hash brown, which is the same as the Super Stack, was it Super Stack? I think it's Super Stack. You can see there the loaded fries, which were pretty nice. Lettuce, gherkins, and a trio of sauces: spicy Supercharger, smoky barbecue, and black pepper mayo, all sandwiched in a bar-marked bun, brioche bun, I think it is. Served with one mini fillet, regular signature fries, and your choice of side and a drink. So that's the box meal, and it literally, everything was in the box, which was pretty damn good, to be fair. Obviously, they've got bigger boxes now compared to what they used to have. Can't get my words out again. Obviously, you see the prices there, not cheap, but I wouldn't say it was crazy money. $13.49. I think that's reasonable. And obviously, the side adding, which was the dirty loaded fries, they were an extra $2.99. As you can see there, a few shots. I can't speak this week. Shots of each item. Dirty loaded fries, dirty Louisiana burger. So the dirty loaded fries were the signature fries topped with popcorn chicken, smothered with Zinger Ranch dressing, smoky barbecue sauce, and original ranch dressing. So we'll go over those in a minute. As I do with every time I go to KFC, as you probably know by now if you've been watching for a while, or hopefully if you're a subscriber, hot wings. They were actually not bad this week. They definitely hadn't been in a car crash. The meat on them, again, wasn't particularly substantial, but the coating was pretty good. It was two flats. Unfortunately, there was no drumlet in there. The chicken, again, like I say, wasn't particularly substantial, but it was cooked well. That's about all I can say for the hot wings. They weren't as bad as they have been in the past, I'll say, but they weren't particularly good. It's just, I don't know, it's just an obsession, I think, with KFC to have hot wings every time. The coating is really good, as everybody probably knows. It's got a nice spice to it and a crunch. Not quite the explosion of Popeye's chicken, and as you just saw there. If you're not, please feel free to subscribe. Obviously, like the video if you don't necessarily want to subscribe. But if you subscribed, ding the bell. Again, you don't have to. Now on to the mini fillet, which I think is, I'm going to say it now, you can't really get much better. I think Popeyes are very close, but the coating, or the double coating, the extra kind of like chunky bits on it, I think it's brilliant. Like the mini fillet is not particularly big, but the word mini, I get it. But as far as fillets go, I think KFC's mini fillets are about the best. And to finish it off, which I haven't done for a while, Popeye's gravy. Now, I know the contents of the gravy, let's forget what's in it because it's all basically a load of rubbish, but it tastes damn nice. So yeah, small gravy, I would say, medium or large, necessarily probably shouldn't have to go there, but a small gravy to add to, a dip-in option, I think is pretty good. I didn't have any sauces with it this week, so obviously there are a number of sauces. So the loaded fries, which apparently, wasn't really sure this was the case, but apparently KFC have never done loaded fries before. And they've made a little, I'm not saying a mess of it, but a hell of a lot of sauce. You see there, very saucy. Covers, but the problem is it's covered the fries, but the fries weren't crispy, as everybody probably knows if you had signature fries. They're quite a soft, not greasy, but they're a soft fry. Perfect in the middle, but no kind of crunch to the outside, which is just KFC's signature fries. And on top of that, obviously, is the sauces that come with it, the ranch dressing, etc. Smoky barbecue sauce, Zinger Ranch. They're really good sauces, all mixed together, I think is a good combo. But just a little bit too much sauce for the fact that the chips are a bit soft. The popcorn chicken, I'm not entirely sure whether that added anything to it. I think what would make it better is just chopping up the popcorn chicken so it's scattered all over rather than just little pieces of popcorn chicken. I could be wrong, but I think that'd add something to it, and maybe even mixed together. So just in between, obviously the prices, $13.49 as I say, $3.99 and $2.49. Hot wings for $2.49. It kind of, it's okay, I guess. It's not out of this world. Let's say £2.50, so £1.25 a hot wing. Not saying that's actually worth it, but yeah. Roasted fries $2.99. Can't really argue with that. And this meal, obviously with the side, etc. I would say okay, $13.49, still steep, but maybe not crazy money. As every week, advertised versus reality, completely different. The peppercorn mayo on the bottom on the picture with the sort of lettuce on the bottom, I think looks really good. Obviously the colour in between looks far better, but again, it wasn't every time, every week, it's not the same as the picture. And I've said it probably months ago, if you were buying a car and the picture on the TV or wherever you saw it was nothing like the car in the forecourt, you probably wouldn't buy it. But apparently in the food world, that don't matter. So that is what it is. It was a nice burger. Again, similar, very, very similar to the Super Stack, just without the pickles and obviously the Popeye sauce. But the fact it had those three sauces mixed in, the trio of spicy Supercharger, smoky barbecue, and black pepper mayo. You couldn't really taste the black pepper mayo. I literally can't get my words out this week. But I'm not stopping. I'm not redoing the voiceover, so I'm trying to not waffle as well. But the black pepper mayo, you couldn't really taste it. The Zinger sauce, I think, took over most of the flavour, which was good. I've got no problem with that. The smoky barbecue, as you can see there, kind of to the right, if you get a bite with the smoky barbecue, you could taste it. But the Zinger, obviously being spicy, kind of took over quite a bit. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. The fillet itself, okay, I know every week you can't get a perfect fillet, but if it's a little bit bigger, it would have filled the bun out. Excuse me. And also the hash brown, similar to the Super Stack, that was a little bit bigger, and it was very greasy. But for a new addition, I say KFC have done pretty well. I give them overall as a rating, 8 or 9 out of 10 for the innovation of having a new product for a start, which they haven't had for a long time. Ratings wise, as the individual items, not amazing. 9.5 for the burger, 7.5 for the fries, 10 out of 10 for the mini fillet, and 7 out of 10 for hot wings. I appreciate everybody watching as every week, and if you haven't, check out these videos.